What's going on, YouTube? How's all the beautiful people? Okay, look ahead. We have a Stihl MS170. Customer complaint, not oiling. It quit oiling a couple years ago. And since then, he's just been buying chains, running them till they stretch. And he brought me a mess of chains that need to be shortened and the saw to get it running. So that's exactly what we are going to do. I'm going to start with getting this bar and stuff out of the way, tear into it, get down to the oil pump. I assume it's just the plastic wearing gear that is the issue, but you never know, maybe something different. So let's tear into it, see what we find. Okay, well, I got down there to it, pulled the clutch off, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with this gear. Let me grab a flashlight. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it all that well from there, and I'll pull some more of this stuff off, but there's nothing wrong with the driven gear either, so I got other issues. So let me get set up here and we'll pull some of this stuff out of the way where we can get down there and see what's going on. Alright, I have this cover popped off here. Really doesn't give us any advantage. So what I'm going to do first, before I get too carried away tearing the frame apart on the other side to get down to it, what I want to do is look inside the oil tank, and I want to see what our filter looks like. There is a chance absolutely nothing in there. The other thing to consider that doesn't look plugged up. There's that hole right there is where your oil travels from the pump through the hose into this hole and lubes the bar and chain. That looks fine. And that looks fine. I may have to get my bore scope and shine down in there, but there's nothing about this that says problems. I don't think I've got a choice but to split this case, which is unfortunate. Oh, looky there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but right there is where the hose comes out of the oil tank. And it looks like either the hose is damaged, kind of hard to tell with this frame in the way, but either the hose is damaged or that is coming out of the tank. So when you pour oil in it, I'm guessing it just dumps everywhere. So Okay, well, let's get some layers peeled off of it. Get down there and see what's going on with that. I'll go ahead and time lapse you. Okay, as you see, there was a smidge struggle that took place, but it wasn't terrible. Just need to get everything just right, and she'll cooperate. So I've got the oil tank. Got that off, and that's all it was, honestly. Oh, that looks fine. Let's see, let's pull this filter. We're just going to make sure that we can move air through this. Ears. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong there. So, you see, one thing I'd like to say right here is the information that you are given is all that you have to go off of. Now, had he said, hey, as soon as you pour oil in this, it dumps it everywhere, so it's not oiling, one would look here first, rather than dig in and try to see if the pump is busted via this plastic worm gear that drives the pump off of the crank. You know, you wouldn't be spinning your wheels and wasting time. So really all that needs to happen here is that grommet. Now, I don't know if somebody's been in here before, torn into this, tried to, I don't know any of that. This could be a product of him trying to fix it himself, and rather than get it all back together right, he just shoved the tank in there and didn't worry about getting it seated. But we are tasked with getting this thing put back together properly and try it. I don't know. There's a chance that maybe the tank has a hole in it. Like I said, all we know is the information that we are given, and we don't know how good that information is most of the time. But that's all we have to go off of. So let's. I don't see anything wrong with the tank. So let me get this reassembled, and I'll make sure that our little grommet around our oil hose is firmly seated in this hole. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but there's a hole right there. That little grommet goes in that hole. Now, I don't know how this happened. I don't know if it just wasn't put in good from the start, or had an earthquake, or no telling. So let me see, get that back in. Now that the tank is pushed back into place, what we'll do is just, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show it. There's just not a ton of room here. But you can definitely see where it didn't go in. There we go. All right, let me fiddle with this. It's just going to take a little trial and error to get that little grommet on that hose pushed back into that tank so that it'll seal. Once I get it back in there, before we put this all back together, I will put oil in that tank, and we will make sure that we're not leaking. So I'll bring you back. All right, you beautiful people. Well, here it is. I had a lot of things happen and I wasn't able to video the rest of it, but what it ended up being is that hose you guys saw. There's a hose that goes from the tank, the pickup for the pump, that had come disconnected, and the pump wasn't pumping any oil, so that's all that was. I did shorten 6 of these chains. You know, he said he had just been running it and it was overheating and stretching the chains. Well, that also work hardens all of these chains that he ran to the point where they got so hot. So getting them sharpened was a bit of a pain. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here and give that little update. It ended up being the suction line that goes to the pump, not the pump or any of the gears. So it does work well now. You can see by the oil from me running it. This saw is good to go. But anywho, that's the update. We got these 2 chains sharpened, and these 6 chains. Well, this is a new one here, but anyways, these other 5 were shortened and sharpened, and this one was shortened and sharpened. So the bar has a good bit of wear on it, and I would strongly recommend that he replace it sooner rather than later, but that's his deal. Anyways, please like and sub, you beautiful people. I'll catch you on the next one.